You told yourself 5 more minutes. That was 2 hours ago. That pull you cannot override. It is not weakness. It is 300,000-year-old wiring. And something figured out exactly how to hack it. Here is what they did to your brain, and how it started long before any screen existed. Ancient humans were obsessive by necessity, not by choice. The brain that survived wasn't calm or easily satisfied. It was the one that couldn't let go, the one that tracked a single set of footprints for 8 hours, the one that noticed the berry bush was slightly less full than yesterday, and immediately asked why. Obsessive pattern recognition, obsessive resource tracking, obsessive threat replay. These weren't disorders in the ancient world. They were the behaviors that kept your genes in the pool. The ancient humans who got bored easily, who said close enough and moved on, left fewer descendants. The obsessive ones survived. They reproduced. They passed that wiring on. You didn't inherit a calm, satisfied brain. You inherited the most obsessive brain in the history of the animal kingdom. And every obsession had a natural off switch until something removed it. Here's what modern humans almost never experience. Ancient humans were obsessive, but every obsessive drive had a real-world resolution. You track the animal, you find it. You eat, you find the water. You drink, you identify the threat, you escape. The brain released dopamine at the moment of success, and then it rested, it reset. It was genuinely satisfied until the next real need arose. That rest phase, that complete earned stillness, is the thing modern humans almost never reach, because what replaced it wasn't rest. It was an engineered loop with no endpoint, and it was built specifically for your brain. Social media didn't create the obsessive brain. It studied it, reverse engineered it, and then built an environment designed to trigger every ancient obsessive drive, without ever letting the loop close. The notification is the rustle in the grass. Something might be there. The scroll is the search. The reward might be one more step away. The like counter is the prey. Got one? But there might be more. The algorithm ensures there is always one more. The loop never closes. The brain never rests. This is not an accident. The average social media platform runs thousands of behavioral tests every year to find which features trigger the seek response longest without satisfying it. Variable reward schedules, the same mechanism that makes slot machines impossible to put down, are baked into every major platform by design. You're not weak for being caught in this. You're a 300,000-year-old predator who walked into a trap built by engineers with PhDs in behavioral psychology. But scrolling is only the first of 3 ancient drives they hijacked. The second one is sitting in your home right now. Ancient humans hoarded resources obsessively because scarcity was the default. A cache of dried meat, a store of sharp stones. These were survival insurance. The brain rewarded collecting with dopamine because collecting kept you alive through winter, through drought, through lean seasons lasting months. The collecting loop closed naturally because you could only carry so much. Weight was the off switch. That same collecting drive is now pointed at streaming libraries with 50,000 titles, wardrobes full of clothes worn once, digital hordes of saved posts and bookmarks that cost nothing to acquire and therefore never satisfy the part of the brain built to feel relief at having enough. Ancient humans collected until they had enough, and stopped modern humans collect infinitely, because digital storage has no weight, no limit, and no natural point where the brain can say, this is enough. The third hijack drive is the most painful one in the modern world, and almost nobody recognizes it for what it actually is. Ancient humans obsessively tracked their position in the tribal hierarchy. Who had more food, who had more respect, who was more valued. This wasn't vanity. It was survival intelligence. Knowing your position in the group determined your access to resources, mates, and protection. And the tribe was roughly 150 people, the number the human brain evolved to track. Modern humans now compare themselves to millions, celebrities, influencers, strangers across the planet, triggering the same tribal position anxiety that was designed for 150 people. Now running on an infinite global feed with no off switch and no realistic endpoint. Your social comparison drive is not shallow, it is ancient. It is rational for the world it evolved in. It was just never built to survive the internet. And here's the honest part, the part most channels skip. Ancient life was not peaceful. Tribal conflict, physical danger, and genuine scarcity created their own chronic suffering. The ancient brain was not happier. It was effective for the world it evolved in. The difference is not that they suffered less. It is that their obsessive drives had natural resolution points. Endpoints where the loop closed, the brain rested, and the system reset. The modern world did not create new obsessions. It removed every off switch the ancient ones ever had. The scroll that never ends, the collection that never feels complete, the comparison that never resolves. None of these are failures of willpower. None are character flaws. None are a generation problem. They are the three most powerful survival mechanisms the human brain ever developed, running in an environment that learned exactly how to exploit all three simultaneously. Understanding what you're dealing with does not fix it, but it is the only honest place to start if you want more of these. The real science behind why your ancient brain keeps colliding with the modern world. Subscribe to Primordial